Singapore immigration laws and matters.
Permanent residency.
Citizenship.
I'm Kay.
I'm Elena.
This
is the Masterclass.
Are you an expat living and staying in Singapore? Have you gotten your PR rejected before? I can truly understand your pain because I was once in your shoe. 9 years ago, I came to Singapore and I was holding on to an employment pass. The downside of holding on to employment pass or work pass is that it's tagged to your job and your company. It is not tagged to you. Anything happened to your job and your company, you'll be losing a valid pass to continue staying in Singapore. Unlike permanent residency, it's tagged to you and not your company. In this way, you'll be able to provide you a lot more stability compared with having just a work pass. Another pain that expats normally face is that you're unable to send your child to local school. You have to send them to international school. Let's talk about the top 3 international schools in Singapore: UWC, Tanglin Trust, and SAS, Singapore American School. You're paying approximately 36,000 to 40,000 of school fees per annum. Of course, if you have a choice, you will want to send them to local school. However, the priority is always given to Singapore citizen and PR, and last will be expat. Being an expat here, more often or not, you have to rent a place because buying a property here in Singapore can be very costly for you. You can only buy condominium, so minimum you have to spend approximately $1 million. And you have to pay additional buyer's stamp duty of 20%. So which means if the property is $1 million, you have to pay $200,000 just for the additional stamp duty. So a lot of you would choose to rent rather than buying a property in Singapore. However, I'm sure you're aware that the rental fees are actually higher compared with the rest of the world. On average, an expat family could pay as high as $4,200 USD per month. This is only an average number. We're not even talking about renting at a prime area in Singapore. Next, it is not as easy for foreigners to look for a job compared with being a local in Singapore. The government always prefers the company to hire local first, then foreigners. With all this pain, this is the reason why being a PR is important for you. Of course, I'm not discouraging people from moving to Singapore because Singapore is a very interesting country, it's very attractive. However, if you have long-term plans in Singapore, being a PR is definitely the best way moving forward.